Hello, I'm Sarah from Sutton Schoolswork. Welcome to our Assemblies Online. Now, each week we're going to be bringing you a Bible story, a thought about what it means for Christians, a question or two for you to think about, and a fun activity for you to do as well. So are you sitting comfortably? Well, let's begin. So today we are thinking about what makes us happy. I wonder what makes you happy. Well, I am really happy today to have Becca with us again. Can you say hello to Becca? Becca, can you say hello to everyone? Oh, well, considering we're talking about being happy, you don't look or sound very happy today, Becca. You're not? Oh, well, what would make you happy, Becca? You've made a collage of things that would make you happy. Okay, you're going to show us this collage? What is on this collage? Okay, we've got a year's supply of worms, a film all about Becca and a TV wall, a jacuzzi instead of a bird bath. What's down here? All the bird toys in the world, a private jet so you haven't got to fly anywhere, and you want to be green. Well, I mean, we could dye you green if you want, but you haven't got any of these other things, Becca. You'll buy them when you win the lottery. Are you sure these things are going to make you happy? Well, surely there must be something in your life now that brings you happiness, Becca. Oh, well, what if you never win the lottery? Then you guess you'll never be happy. Well, Becca, I'm not sure that's the best attitude to have, really. But it does fit in quite well with our Bible story today. A parable that Jesus once told about a father who had two sons. Let's find out what happened to one of those sons.
Today's story is the story of the lost son. Sometimes it's called the story of the prodigal son. Prodigal means wasteful, not using things valuably.
This is a story about a family. And families come in all shapes and sizes. In our family there is a dad, that's him in the middle with the beard, and two sons. The older son is the one in the green, and the younger son, the lost son, is the one wearing the blue. Now, life was comfortable living on their dad's farm, and the younger son knew his dad and his older brother loved him. But he was bored. He wanted more, so much more. He kept thinking to himself, maybe if I didn't have my dad around telling me what is good for me all the time, I'd be happier. Having to work here is spoiling my fun. I want to be free. Now, he knew that when his dad wasn't alive anymore, he and his brother would each get half of their dad's money. They'd inherit it. 2 equal portions, one for each of them. But that was a long time to wait for that money. If he had that money now, well, he could be so much happier, couldn't he? So he did a really terrible thing. He went to his dad and said, Father, is it right that when you die, I'll get half of your money? His father looked a bit puzzled. Well, yes, son. So the younger son replied, Father, can I have my half of the money now? I want to leave home and be free. Now when he said that, his father looked very sad. But he let him take his half of the money and go. And off the lost son went, thinking, now life is going to be perfect. I can do whatever I want, thought the lost son. I've got lots of money and no one to tell me no. So he started to spend the money on crazy things that were fun and extravagant, but he didn't really need. He even bought things for other people just to try to impress them. Everyone knew who he was and wanted to live just like him. He bought expensive clothes and threw parties, and then more parties, and then more parties, and then more parties, until... Oh no. What's happened now? There's no money left. But surely all those people who had come to his parties, or who he'd bought expensive elephants for, they'd come and help him now, wouldn't they? Or would they? They didn't. I wonder if they were really friends to him. Do you think money can buy you true friends? He was alone and hungry, and he thought to himself, if I don't find a job, I am going to starve with nothing to eat. But the only job he could find was at a pig farm feeding the pigs. It was lonely, it was messy, it was depressing. That means it made him feel very unhappy. He had nothing, and he was paid so little. He was even tempted to eat the food that he was feeding to the pigs. He thought to himself, this isn't a happy life. Even the people who work for my dad have got enough food to eat and are looked after. Then he thought, I could go home. Dad will probably be really angry with me, but if I offer to work for him like one of his farmers, he might let me stay. Anything has to be better than this. So back he went. But before he'd even travelled all the way, he saw his dad looking out, waiting for him. How could Dad have known he was returning? And then it got even stranger. Dad ran up, hugged him, and threw him another big party. He said to his dad, I am so sorry, I have made such a terrible mistake. But his dad said, son, I know, and I can never get the money back, but I will always love you. And how could a father not forgive his own son when he realises he's done something wrong? And that's when the son realised. The money, the food, the parties, the popularity, the freedom, everything he'd wanted had never really made him happy. It wasn't real and didn't last. The party his dad was throwing now was different. It wasn't the food or clothes that made it special. It was the people around him who loved him. He might have lost all his money, but he had got his family back, and that was so much more important.
The son thought that leaving home and having that freedom and all of that money would make him happy, but did it make him happy? No, it didn't, did it? Actually, he realised that he had been much happier before. So, Becca, maybe you don't need to win the lottery or to buy all those things to be happy. Can you think of anything in your life right now that makes you happy? Oh, you like eating the worms that you have got? You actually quite like the colour of your feathers. Good, I think red suits you better than green. Oh, you like your bird bath when the sun's out, which it is, which is good. Oh, and you like to dance. Would we like to see some of your dance moves? Oh, would you like to see some of Becca's dance moves? Take it away, Becca. Here we go. Well, you are a very good dancer, Becca. That made me incredibly happy. So, Christians believe that they can find their true happiness by being friends with God. But they also believe that God puts people and things in our lives here on earth that can bring us happiness too, and that He asks us to be happy with what we have got. So we've got 3 questions for you, haven't we, Becca, to help you think about this a little bit more. Why don't you pause the video after each question, have a think about the answer in your head, maybe write it down, or if someone's with you, you could have a chat with them about their answer. What do you think Jesus was trying to teach people with that story? I wonder what you think would make you really happy. I wonder if you can think of 3 things in your life that you are thankful for. Now we've got an activity, haven't we, Becca, to help you to think about this a little bit more. There are things in life that we can't do at the moment, people that maybe we can't see. So it's good to have a think about the things that we have right now in our lives that make us happy and make us smile. So why don't you do this? Go on a scavenger hunt around your house to find some of the things that make you happy. Maybe it's somewhere you just like being and chilling out. Maybe it's something you like to wear. Maybe it's a person or a pet that makes you happy. Maybe it's an object or a decoration that makes you smile. Or it could be something that you made. It could be something you love to eat or love to drink. An activity you enjoy doing. Someone you like to talk to on the phone. Maybe it's something you like the smell of. Or a toy you like playing with, your favourite teddy, or it could be a book that you love reading. See how many things that you can find. Why not take some photos and make them into a collage? So whenever you need cheering up, you can have a look at them and it can remind you of what makes you smile and what makes you happy. So thank you very, very much for joining us. We've had fun, haven't we, Becca? Remember to join us again next week. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!